Over the past few days, a lot of Sony live service games have been cancelled, which signalled bad news for the publisher because it seemed they wanted more of that Helldivers 2 magic. Another game which was an MMO had also reportedly been cancelled, but recent news has emerged that this may not be the case. Hi folks, Higgs here and welcome back to the channel. Yesterday, news broke that an MMO being developed by NC Soft had been cancelled along with a God of War and Days Gone multiplayer live service game, marking a bad time recently for PlayStation live service titles. Reset Era users believe one of them to be the Horizon MMO. Over on the Reset Era forums, the users translated these posts. It is understood that some of NC Soft's new games and live games have received a notice of decision to stop development or service as a result of a feasibility review. Games under CBO Lee Seong-gu, including Pantera H and J, are reportedly included in the list, raising questions about whether the development of Pantera, also known as Ray's Lineage M, will actually be halted. According to an interview with MTN on the 13th, members of the undisclosed new product development team, including Pantera H and J under the CBO and NC Lee Seong-gu, were notified to stop development. Of these, H and J have already disappeared from the company's organisational chart. The decision to stop development of Pantera H and J was made at the end of last year, and at the beginning of the year, the development team members were reportedly notified to prepare for an internal transfer. In the case of H, it is reported that the team will be transferred to Lineage's IP headquarters after the development office is disbanded. And at the bottom there, they say this is what MTN's report says about Project H, but we can connect this project name to the Horizon MMO with NC Soft's former employees' job history and now delisted job listings. So what they're saying is that Project H is actually the Horizon MMO. And then underneath that, we've got the job listing with it coming up and then being disbanded. Now, this game here isn't to be confused with Guerrilla's new multiplayer Horizon game. NC Soft are making their own MMO game based on Horizon, which had Sony's license. I would just like to add though that Sony have actually never come out and announced the game, but they did enter a partnership with NC Soft. So fast forward to today, and it seems the leaks or reporting was actually premature as the game hasn't been cancelled. Well, this is according to various news outlets and the original reporter. So over on the Gaming Leaks and Rumours subreddit, this post said the reporter of the original article for Horizon MMO cancellation denies that it's what he reported. The original article published by Korean news outlet MTN reported the cancellation of Project H, which was quoted by a Reset Era post which was speculated to be Horizon MMO, and then has been corroborated through multiple LinkedIn profile updates. We've got the link to the article on MTN and the post on Reset Era, which we've just read out. When a user from RuliWeb, a Korean gaming community, contacted the reporter Siu Jeong-kyun's email, sorry for butchering your name, to clarify if Project H referred to the Horizon MMO, the reporter explicitly stated the H that I mentioned has nothing to do with Horizon. Then we've got the Korean writing there, so that's been translated. Therefore, while Project H has been reportedly cancelled, it is not related to the Horizon MMO project, at least according to him, whose status remains unknown. There is also a job application up on the website as well. Now this is for the animation team for a new MMORPG. And as we can see in the team project introduction, it says, "We developed the next generation MMORPG with the theme of hunting and survival in a post-apocalyptic world. Use well-known existing IP to develop PC mobile cross-platform." That to me spells out Horizon Zero Dawn. The job description: as it is an overseas IP collaboration, we understand the original work, reinterpret it according to the project, apply it to development and produce animation. Produce humanoid character animations for online mobile game development and services. So this here is a strong indication with those words right there for the job that this MMO for Horizon is still very much alive. But we do have to remember neither Sony or NC Soft have actually come out and announced the game. Although they did enter a partnership, whatever that means, we have not had solid confirmation of a Horizon MMO. Personally, I think the world of Horizon is one that would suit an MMO with a vast open world and plenty of characters to fight hordes of machines. It would probably do really well, but it once again brings gaming news outlets into the spotlight with reporting things based off of leaks rather than a direct source. In an era that is set up for outlets to score the first points in terms of news, I do unfortunately imagine this trend will keep on happening. It's also worth mentioning the other games that have had confirmation of cancellations. I think Sony were so positive after Helldivers 2, they took their eye off the ball because Concorde brought it all back down to earth, and we know how that one ended. It definitely caused them to reevaluate things. Concorde's development was said to have been quite secretive as well, with the developers keeping everything close to their chests and behind closed doors, and when you lose millions on a game, it will dent your trust. Sony has the cream of the crop when it comes to single player studios, so it does make me wonder why they are so adamant to go down this path. I think Jim Ryan had a massive part to play, but he is no longer there anymore. Look, I know money is the reason ultimately why anyone wants to do a live service game, but with giants already in this genre like Destiny 2, Fortnite and World of Warcraft, and that's just naming a few of them, it will be a hard sell to get players to split their time even more. Personally, I'm happy the God of War live service game has been cancelled because it's such a strong IP, and I'd protect the God of War IP from any form of live service as I don't see that working, and with God of War Ragnarok's ending leaving it wide open, you could have at least another few games along with an Atreus spin-off as well, which will generate so much money because people will lap that up. So Sony can obviously still make plenty of money there without cheapening one of their main franchises. With Xbox already having a super strong start to the year with the likes of Avowed, South of Midnight, Doom the Dark Ages, The Outer Worlds 2 and Fable, which I do personally think will be pushed back to 2026, PlayStation could do with some good news for their players. With all the recent news and the well-documented console wars, PlayStation is seemingly lagging behind. Console wars and twerking for corporations isn't something I personally do, but this is something that will be talked about in the muddy trenches of the console wars. But guys, let me know what you think down below. Is a Horizon MMO something you'd be interested in? Do you think PlayStation are going to have a stronger year than Xbox? It's all worth discussing, but as always, keep it civil. But if you have enjoyed the video, please leave a thumbs up. It helps the channel and the video out massively. And if all things gaming, news and reviews are your thing, hit that subscribe button for more content in the future. But as always, guys, take care, and I'll see you on the next video.